It's Storytime Tea. That's me, and today I'm here to tell you a story about my last New Year's Eve. Not my last New Year's Eve, but one of the motherfuckers. So, basically, I'm gonna set the scene. It was in fact not last New Year's Eve, but it was one of the few that were more recent, okay? And at the time, I was dating a guy, and I've told a story about this guy before. And so, if you know, you know. So, at the time, me and him were on good terms, and we had planned to spend New Year's Eve together. I usually am not off on New Year's Eve. I think out of the last 7 New Year's Eves, I was off 2 of them. So it was just kind of a special occasion at this point. It's just wow, I'm actually off. Who the fuck knew? Okay. So I'm off, and he's just like, all right, well, since you're going to be off, we should go to the movies. Then I'll just come over to your house, chill. I'll probably spend the night, something like that. I'm like, that sounds cool. I really don't have no pics when it comes to New Year's Eve because I usually don't have it off. So it's not like I'm planning on going to some grand party, having some kids at 12 or something like that. Because I'm just like, I ain't never off. So I don't really be worried about it for real. And so he's just like, yeah, we're going to do that. And then I think either day of or the day before, he was just like, hey, so would it be cool if somebody comes with us on New Year's Eve? And I'm just like, who? And so he's just like, your friend. And I'm just like, what friend? And he was just like, all right, so listen. And I'm just like, the fact that you said so listen sound crazy because what are you about to say? And so he asked for me to be on basically this little cheer up a baby ass date on New Year's Eve, because he's just like, well, she's been sad and she hit me up and she wanted us to hang out, and I told her I was going to be with you, and she said she would love to see you and she misses you so much, and she just would really appreciate if we would let her tag along on our New Year's Eve plans. And I'm just like, cool. As I said, I don't have certain plans for New Year's. I don't have a certain look for New Year's. I don't be thinking oh, I'm going to do this or whatever. So I'm just it really doesn't matter if she comes with us. We're just going to the movies, and then we're going to hang out at my house and probably watch Ed, and Nettie or something. I don't know. We're we're really going to just go to my house and chill afterwards. So I really don't care. And so he was like, all right, bet. Do you want me to pick you up first, or you want me to pick her up first? I'm just obviously pick me up first. She wasn't even supposed to be coming. I was just all right, whatever. And so day of, he picks me up. We go pick her up, and she gets in the car. She seems like she's in a good mood, she got on a cute little outfit, everything's cool, and we're just talking as we drive into the movie theaters. We're just talking and everything like that, and it was just cool little conversations. Everything was regular, everything was normal, it was nothing to report about for real. So yeah, when we got to the movie theaters, he was just like, yeah, so I got a drink, so I'm gonna drink. And I'm like, you're gonna drink while we watch a kids movie? Because I swear, either we watch The Grinch or Spider-Man, y'all know the cartoon Spider-Man, dang. Miles Morales. We watched Miles Morales do something. It was the first Miles Morales movie, or The Grinch. I don't know which one it was, but I'm just it's gonna be a bunch of kids in there, and you're gonna get drunk, and you're gonna act a fool. He's I'm not gonna act a fool, but I do plan to get drunk. And I'm just you know what? This is your life. You drove us here. This is your New Year's. I'm just accompanying you at this point in time. And he's just all right, bet. And so he gets a large Coke and put a whole bottle of Hennessy up in that bitch. This nigga was getting drunk as hell inside that movie theater. And so both of them just, and obviously, y'all, I don't drink dark for real, okay? And then I don't drink Coke anyway. If they would have put it in something else, I maybe would have, I don't. But no, it was Coke. I'm not drinking no damn Coke. And so they're drinking, and by the time the movie ends, obviously they're acting a fool in the movie. Everything is funny. Everything is funny. They're making noise. Kids are looking back at us And so it's just like, yeah, we're obviously acting a damn fool. We get out of the movie theater, we go into the car, and like we just chill for a little second because he's the driver. And I just told y'all the other day, like on another video, that I just learned how to drive. Like I just learned how to drive. Like just got my license earlier this year. So it's just like, obviously I was not driving, and I'm just like, she's really not driving. And so I was just like, we really got to leave it up to him to drive. So at this point, we just need to wait a second because you are a little too drunk. And so we were in the car for like a little second. He's just like, I'm not that drunk for real. I just had a little something. That was just to start me off for real. I'm an alcoholic, you know. I can take a lot. I'm just like, you said it. And so I'm just like, hey, we risking our lives. So he really wasn't drunk no more, y'all. He really wasn't. Everything was cool. Like, he walked in a straight line. Everything was cool, okay? And so we pull off and we go downtown. So we're going to go see the fireworks. And we get downtown. Obviously, there's no parking because we're downtown. And so we go over there. We park like far. And we walk over to the little spot where like you can clearly see the fireworks and everything. And so we're out there. I think it's like a little baby drizzle. Nothing too crazy. And so we're out there, whatever. And like me and her are talking. Like obviously she's like a little drunk, and so she's like saying like her little feelings about our relationship and how she wish it would have gone differently or whatever. That was cool. I wasn't expecting an apology from her or for her to even bring this shit up, because I just feel like it was what it was at that point. And so like, yeah, whatever. She was being very friendly and nice and affectionate with me that day, and I was very confused because I'm just like, you clearly don't fuck with me, because if you fucked with me, you would have texted me and been like, I missed you, instead of giving me a fucking half-ass message through another nigga like you're weird. But I loved her. That was my baby. Even though we were no longer friends, I'm like, I still fuck with you. Like, you're still a cool person. We just don't, you know, we don't vibe like we used to vibe. And so like we're talking and everything, and then like he's just sitting there listening, like a third person or whatever. And after a little while the fireworks start, and so once the fireworks start, everything cool. And then I think that she asked if I liked him or something. I don't know what I said back. I don't know. And so yeah, we go on. After the fireworks ended, we were just like, yeah, we're going to go to my house. We're going to play a couple games. We're going to get a little bit more drunk, because then we'll be safely inside of our house and we can actually drink instead of fake drink. And so we go to my house. I think at that point in time, I was the only person that had a place anyway, so it made the most sense to go to my house. And so we went there, and like once we got in, we ate a little something. Then we started playing the games. Alright, I don't know if I told y'all this, but I'm amazing at games. And so I be playing the fuck out of these games, and it's competitive. I'm not trying to lose to nobody. Ain't nobody gonna show me up, and not in my household, okay? And so like we're playing the games and I'm winning everything, and so obviously I'm not really drinking. I didn't plan to drink anyway, because I was just like, I'm about to fuck these niggas up. And so they're playing. They're taking a shot, taking a shot. And we played so many rounds of this shit. So they were they were throwing them bitches back. Not me though. I don't know nothing about that. I think I took like 3 shots. I think that was like all that I had, because I just kept on getting everything right. And so like once we finally decided to stop playing the game, only because they were drunk as shit, it was like, all right, it's cool. We're going to put like a little movie on the background. We're going to talk a little bit until we fall asleep, whatever. And so my couches used to be so comfortable, and they used to recline, and it was great. And so that's basically what we did. We reclined the whole sofa back, and we were just sitting there watching stuff. And then like they like do a little whisper or whatever, and I'm just like, what's the little whispers about? And so yeah, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, I missed an important part in this story. So I'm just so look, on our way back from the movies, y'all, me and him were listening to a couple of songs. Mind you, I was sitting in the front seat, and I don't know if y'all know who Floetry is, and I don't know if y'all know what the song Say Yes is, but if you know Floetry and you know Say Yes, you know how sensual and sexual that song is. The song had the nerve to fucking come on. I don't know if y'all know this about me, but that's my fucking song. And so the song came on, and I sung that motherfucker. And that was also his song. So he sung that motherfucker. And I can tell you one thing. We were really hiding very well that we talked. I felt like she didn't notice that we talked. I felt like we was hiding it good enough. We didn't make eye contact for too long. We weren't touchy on each other. We didn't make like little flirtatious jokes. We were cooling, okay? But when this song came on, something triggered in the back of this nigga mind, and he just was like, nah, this is my bitch. I'm like, I don't know who that is. That's not me. That's definitely not me. And so he's singing to me with all of his heart, with his hand on my arm, then his hand was on my hand, then his hand was on my thigh, and she was sitting right behind us, and she was just watching, like, and I'm just like, bro, chill. But also, as I said, this is my song, so I'm singing the song too, and it just looks so bad. It looks so bad, and I was just like, bro, this looks terrible. We are not convincing anybody. We are not convincing anybody. Yeah, no, we're caught. It's Dunnis. And so, after the song finished, she asks, did y'all fuck? And I'm like, fuck! Like a little duck. I'm like, fuck? I'm like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? What are you actually talking? Why would you ask me that? Why would you ask me that? Of course not. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. I don't believe in any of that. I don't know why you would ask me that. That is a very odd question of you. I'm not even like in the mind space to be saying anything like bro, I just was saying anything. And so she's just like, okay. But at this point I'm just like, bro, I'm not about to have this conversation because you could have been my friend and we would have talked about this, but since you weren't my friend anymore, you don't know what I'm doing, and you won't know because I'm not about to tell you. If you want to know, ask him. Because I'm not ready to tell you nothing. Get out of here. And so I'm just like, bro, you third wheel at a date to go to the movies, so no, I don't owe you anything. I'm not telling you nothing. And so yeah, blew my spot up, straight blew my spot up. But you know, I sung that song, and it was very beautiful, and we were very happy at the end of that song. Zero regrets. So yeah, fast forward back to my house. Fast forward back to my house. We were like still like talking and everything, and then after they like did their little giggles, whispers, I like went to the kitchen and got something to drink or something like that. And it was like, throughout the day they were like doing kind of some weird shit on the side, but like I also was just like, I could be reading into this because being as though I know both of them separately, I kind of like had a gauge on their personalities or what I thought they were like. But obviously I hadn't talked to her for like a while, so like niggas change, people change. People change. And so I'm just like, maybe like I'm like thinking that she's doing something that she's not doing, or she's being a certain way that she's not being, and I'm just reading into stuff. But it just like seemed like they was texting each other on the side, and they was doing like little side stuff, and like it's some information that I cannot give y'all at this point in time because I can't give it to y'all at any point in time. But like, yeah, it just seemed like they were like talking shit on the side, like texting each other and like canoodling or whatever. I don't even know. Like colluding. Yeah. They was doing some shit on the side. I'm like, bro, are y'all texting each other while I'm here in the same room? Like, I won't see y'all text each other. But then I was just like, no, they're texting separate people. They're not texting each other. They're not talking about something. Like, no, it's in your head, Tisha. Let it go. Let it go. And so I did. And so then at that point in time, once they was on the sofa, they were whispering and shit again. And I'm just like, bro, what is going on? This is insane. I'm like, bro, I'm right here. I see you now. Like, this is not a text. I can see y'all. Just, and so I'm just like, okay. And then I sit back down. And so I sit back down. I sit in between them. And I'm talking to her, and then I'm talking to him. And, like, obviously, I told y'all, like, these niggas is drunk as shit. So, they're on my sofa dummy drunk. And I'm just like, all right, well, do y'all, like, want to go to sleep? Like, I put this show on. The remote is right here. Kind of trying to take a shower. And then, you know, after my shower, just get in the bed. That's type of vibes I'm on for real. They're like, no, stay out here with us for a little bit longer. I'm like, all right, okay, I'll stay out. And so we're just talking and everything like that. We take a couple pictures, you know, remember the moment, you know. And then after that, like, he like gets really close to me. He gives me a kiss, and I'm just like, in front of guests, you just gave me a kiss in front of guests. Are you for real right now? Like, I'm not a PDA type of person. I don't like people seeing me do anything with anybody at any point in time. I don't know. And so I'm just like, bro, chill. And then this nigga gets up and then he gives her a kiss. And I'm just like, alright. Like, I'm like, I don't know how I was supposed to respond to that. But that was very odd of you for you to do that. And it's going to be a no for me. It's going to be a no for me, bud. And so then after that, he just sits in the middle of us and he's just like, yeah, I just feel like, you know, maybe we all could kiss. And I'm just like, nigga, we all? Who is we all? We all? Like, bro, if you don't go and get the fuck out of here. And so, like, obviously, I was just like, no, the fuck. But, you know, at some point in time, I did like her. And at some point in time, she did like me. So I guess I could see, like, where he was at in his head. I guess he thought the pieces would add up and it would make sense. But in my head, I'm like, you dumb. Are you dumb? So, like, after that, I just looked at him. And she was just like, yeah. And I'm just like, yeah. I'm like, oh, you're dumb with him. Y'all both dumb. Together. Stupid. So I was trying not to be like, I was trying not to be a party pooper. So I'm just like, I mean, y'all could kiss. That's fine, you know. If y'all want to do whatever y'all want to do or whatever, I could just go to my room and that could be that. And that could be cool. Like, I'm not mad. Like, if you want to be with her, you could be with her. That's perfectly fine. On your time. It could be on my sofa. I'm not even going, like, cause y'all too drunk and I'm not, like, I'm not even about to stop y'all. If that's what y'all, I mean, for real, y'all could go in my room. I don't even really care. I changed the sheets. I'm fully awake. I don't, like, I had so many options for them. I'm just like, y'all could do whatever y'all want to do. I'm not being a part of it. That's all I knew. And so he's just like, no. I want us all to be together. Like, that's the reason why she's here for New Year's, for us all to be together because, you know, da-da-da. And he just started talking and I'm just like, I'm not listening to you. I'm not listening to you. Do you hear yourself? You sound crazy. And so, I don't know, y'all. I don't know why I did it. Don't look at me. I participated. Just a little bit. I participated. It was a good time. I'm not gonna lie. Kind of got engrossed in it, and it kind of, you know, the time slipped away. But, you know, had to reel it back in, you know, and I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna go. And so I got up and he was just like, wait. Can you take me to the bathroom? I'm just like, take you to the bathroom? What do you mean take you to the bathroom? This is, I live here. You've been here before. You've been in the bathroom before. You've been here before. Like, I'm like, bro, get up and go to the bathroom. He's like, no, take me to the bathroom. So I take him to the bathroom, bro. He's in there for like 2 seconds. I swear he went in there, looked at himself in the mirror and said, yes, I'm cute. And then walked out of the bathroom. I swear that's what he did. Because no way, like, he was in there for like 2 seconds and then he came out. I'm like, okay. And then, like, of course he come out and then, like, it's like Makeout City or something. I'm like, excuse me, sir. Like, she's literally right there. And then she, like, walks over and then, like, here we are, the three of us in the hallway. And I'm just like, this is not what I had on my list of things to do for New Year's Eve. I don't know if this was on your list. It seemed like it was on your list, but it was not on my list. So I'm just like, I'm very confused on why you thought this shit was gonna fly. And so I'm like, no, the fuck. And so then I take both of them back to the living room and I'm just like, hey, I'm gonna leave y'all here. I'm gonna go to my room. I appreciate y'all for all that y'all have done and I am glad that we got to spend New Year's together. It is currently a cool 2:45 and I'm gonna go the fuck to sleep. Thank you. And so I go in my room, but also they were drunk and so I left my door unlocked because I'm just like, I don't want them to go like snooping around inside the other room that I had and I didn't want them like do any drunk shenanigans. And so I just was like, I'm gonna just leave my door open just in case, you know, they need something. I want to be here for them, but also I don't want to sleep out there. And so they can come to my room. He's just like, I want to be with you. And I'm just like, you don't want to be with me. You just, you know, you're being a dog. You're being a dog. Like a corn dog, dog. Like, get out of here. corn dog, dog. And so he's just like, no, I just want to be with you. I want to be around you. I want to be, yeah, I bet you do want to be in there. You're not going to do that. And so he's just like, well, give me a kiss and then I'm gonna go back to the living room and it's gonna be fine. I guess I won't do anything. And I'm just like, you can do whatever you want to do as long as it doesn't involve me. I don't care. And so I gave him a kiss. Everything's cool, you know. And then like some clothes started coming off and then I'm a little confused and I'm just like, hey, this is not a part of the list of things that I was willing to do on New Year's, especially not with this bitch in the living room. I think you need to pack that shit up. And so then she just comes sashaying into my room. And then, you know, we're back at it again. And I'm just like, y'all are trying to start some shit that's not finna fly. I'm like, I don't know if this was what y'all was talking about earlier. I don't know if y'all were texting about this earlier and y'all like, we finna get this bitch. But I'm sorry, I'm not that one. I'm just like, there's no way that y'all gonna get me to do this shit. It's not happening. And so then I was just like, yeah, no, put your sweater back on, bitch. And you need to put your pants back on because that's what we're not doing. And so then I took them back to the living room and they're just like, oh, I can't believe this. Why don't you want to? I'm just like, nigga. I'm like, no. And so like, obviously, I feel like they were like, all the time behind my back trying to put this shit together, because it just seems like every single thing that happened that night, it was like one thing to trigger another thing, like one thing after the other, because I'm just like, we could have dropped her off earlier. Like we said we would spend New Year's Eve with her. It's New Year's Day now. Like when we drove back to my house, it was like 1:30. Like it's New Year's Day now. There's no reason for her to still be at my house. Like we could have dropped her off before you even came over here to like play these games or whatever the fuck. Like no. And I'm just like, and then also you having to pee, and then also you just coming in here. She just so happened to be coming over here because she had to pee, and then she saw us, and then she was just like, you know what, let me just, like no, these things are not coincidences. You cannot convince me that this just so happened to happen. Like you niggas was all earlier like and so I'm just like, bro, I'm probably making it up in my head, but at the same time I'm just like, bro, this shit don't make no sense. Y'all ridiculous. And so, you know, they went back to the living room and I'm back in my room, and then of course he came back in, and then, you know, some people went swimming, okay? Only 2 people, but they went swimming, okay? I was wrong. She was literally right out there, and I know she wanted that nigga, but it happened. It happened. And so I just I went to sleep after that. I was like, you know, beauty rest, beauty sleep. I'm going to sleep. I can't wait for y'all to get the fuck out of my house at 6 a.m. Good night to y'all. And that's basically how it was. So, you know, I did almost get coerced into a threesome. Did I do it? No, y'all. I have self-control, and also I don't share. I don't know why niggas thought I share. Like, my bitch is my bitch. Like, my girl is my girl and my man is my man. Like, I'm not doing that. I've been offered plenty of times. So many couples have said, Tisha, can you be our third? And my answer is always no. Like, I like my stuff to be separate. I want this over there and this over there. I don't want them to merge. Like, I'm not about to be split like a banana. No. I'm sorry. And so that's basically how it was. And so, yes, I did in fact do some things that night that I shouldn't have did, but it did not involve having a threesome. So, you know, y'all can check that off your list for things that Tisha did not do. Because somebody just asked me about this shit 2 days ago. I did not do that shit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to that man and that woman. I do not know them. And so, it didn't happen. But I would say moral of the story is opportunities arise, and if that's what you want to do, then, I mean, fuck with it. Fuck around and find out. I didn't, but, you know, you can, you know. I'm not going to say I advise against it. I'm not going to say I'm saying you should do it. You know, it's whatever you feel, but I was not doing that shit. But yeah, I need some papers or something. I need to know something. I need to see some things. I need to, you know, feel something. I wasn't really fucking with her. Pretty woman, pretty woman, very beautiful. Appreciate her. Love you. You probably gonna watch this because you watched the other one that was about you, apparently. The one that was apparently about you, you watched it. So here you go. Congratulations, baby. This one is about you. So yeah, for me, story time Tish, the tea is over. Peace and love.